All right. So, very good evening, everyone. Welcome to this biwizard 10 post contest analysis. I hope all of you had a great experience while the contest. And yeah, we are back here with the post contest analysis. So, let us start. And yeah, here's the contest. So, let us start first of all with the quiz part, and we will be doing aptitude part first. All right. So, the first question is, all right, guys. So, as and when I'll be explaining, if all of you have any queries, you can post it in the chat section, and then I'll try to resolve those doubts. So, let us begin our session. All right. So, the first question is: two cars running in opposite direction cross a man standing on the platform in 30 seconds. So, and 15 seconds respectively, and they cross each other in 20 seconds. The ratio of their speed is. Okay. So, in 30 seconds and 15 seconds. So here's a man standing, and the two cars are crossing the man, and the ratio of this, the speed at which they are crossing is, one is say 13 second, one is 15 second, and also they are crossing each other in 20 seconds. All right. So crossing each other in 20 seconds. So basically, what we need to find is we need to find out the ratio of their speed. All right, so ratio of the speed is, as we can see, the speed of the car. One is crossing in 15 seconds, 13 seconds, and the ratio you can simply find out as the division of time, like whatever the time that they are taking. So dividing them, we will be getting it as 1:2. So that is going to be our answer. That is 1:2. All right, let us move to our next question. That is, what will come next in the given series, which is 2, 6, 5, 10, 9, 8, 17. All right. So 2, 6, 5, 10, 9, 8, 17. Okay. I guess it is 18. Yeah. So this is the series that is given to us. And then as we can see, the next element of this series is always the previous element into 2 minus 1. All right. As you can see the pattern here, the next element will come out to be the whatever is the previous element into 2, that will be 2 minus 1. All right. So 17 into 2, we will be getting 34, and then minus 1, we will get 33. Right. So the correct answer for this going to be is 33. Right. Let us now move to our next question. So, in a lottery, there are 20 prizes and 30 blanks. And then a lottery is drawn at random. What is the probability of getting a prize? Okay. So, when we will see. So, there it is mentioned that we have 20 lottery and we have 30 blanks, right? So what is the total number of options that we have? We have total number of 50 options. Okay, 20 plus 30, that we are going, yeah, that is giving us 50, right? Now what we need to find is we need to find the lottery for 20 prizes, right? So for the 50 prize, it will come out to be, we have a lottery, we have 20, right? So we have 20 prizes and total number of prizes is 50. So we are going to get it as 2:5, right? So that is our answer. That is 2:5. All right. Let us now move to our next question. Okay. So it says that if the total ages of Sam and Joy is 15 years more than the total age of Joy and Alice, Alice is how many years younger than Sam, right? So, all right. Let us see this. Total age of Sam and Joy, if we add, that is greater than age of Joy and Alice, 15 years. Like if then it will be is equal to sin. If we add 15 here, right? So the question says here is Alice is how many years younger than Sam? All right. So here, as we can see, Joy's age get cancelled on both the side of the equation. So it will come out to be Sam is equal to Alice plus 15, means Alice is 15 years younger than Sam, right? If we add 15 years to the age of Alice, then we will be getting age of Sam, right? So that is going to be our answer of the question, which is option number D. Cool. Let us now move ahead to the next question. Yeah. So given below. Just a second. Yeah. So given below are codes for a few alphabets, and we need to code the word GFG school in the coded language. So it is pretty easy. Like we just need to find out the words that are written here. And this is question number 5th, right? So as we can see here for G, we have an exclamation marks, right? So that is coming, like, let us see in all the options. We have, okay, D option is eliminated because we don't have exclamation marks in the D option. So we have A, B, and C option under consideration. And then the next word is F. For F, we have modulo sign, and we have this modulo sign in option A and B. So let us see which section is differing. So GFG for S. What we have for S? For S, we have here this dollar sign, and when we see here, we have this in option number B, right? So this is our correct option for this question, right? So let us now move to our next question, which is the sum of three numbers is 92, and if the ratio between first and second be 1 is to 2, and that between second and third be 3 is to 5, then what is the second number, right? So let us find out what is the sum of three numbers is 92, okay? Let us say three number A, B, C. Their sum is given as 92. The ratio of first and second be 1 is to 2. Means A, B is 1 is to 2. So twice of A is equal to B, right? So we can write it as A plus 2A plus C is equal to 92. Okay. And then that between second and third be 3 is to 5. So 3 is to 5 means B is to C is 3 is to 5. Alright. So 5B is giving us 3C. Okay. So C is coming out to be 5B divided by 3, which is equal to 5 by 3, and at the place of B we can write 2A. So 5 by 3 into 2A, which is 10A by 3. Right? So A plus 2A plus 10A by 3 is going to give us 92. Now what we need to do, second number, we need to find B actually. And okay, so let us solve this first of all. What we are getting is this is giving us 3A plus 6A plus 10A is equal to 186, 16, 19 is equal to 186. And all right, so this is the equation that you can solve. After solving the equation, you will get the value of A, and then whatever will be the value of A, you can put it here to get the value of B, right? So, all right, in this way we can solve this question. Let us move to our next question. And after that, when you will be solving the ratio, you will be getting the answer as 30. So that is the answer for this question. Let us move to our next question. So it is the cost price of 30 books is same as the selling price of X books. If the profit is 50%, then the value of X is. Alright, so the cost price of 30 books is same as the selling price of X books. So let us say the cost price of 30 books is P. Okay, so the cost price of 30 books is same as the cost price all right, I see there is some confusion here, just give me a moment. Yeah, so I mean, if the answer is coming out in the decimal, then we need to find out the nearest decimal value, right? So if you have marked 30, then that's the correct approach to the question. I hope it clarifies. Yeah, so all right, okay. If the answer is coming out in decimal, then you need to find out the nearest integer value because the options are given in integers. All right, okay. So the cost price of 30. All right, I'll be taking it by the end of the session. Okay, let us now solve this question first, and then we will move toward that question again. Okay, so the question is. The cost price of 30 books is same as the selling price of X books. If the profit is 50%, then what is the value of X? Okay. Selling price of X books. We need to find out the value of X, right? We are generating a profit of 50%. So you can apply a simple SPCP formula that we have, that whatever is the cost price, that is, let us say it is P. So this is cost price. Now 50% profit, which means 50% of cost price. Okay, so selling prices, we are generating a 50% of profit, means 30p plus 50% of 30p. All right, so in this way you will be getting the selling price. All right, and then you can use it to calculate the value of X. Okay, so this formula you will be getting the value of P, right? And when you will be solving it, you will get the final answer to be 20. So that is the answer for this question. Now, our next question. A person crosses a 1200-meter long bridge in 4 minutes. What is speed in kilometer per hour? 1200-meter long bridge in 4 minutes. Right? So it means it will be covering 1200 divided by 4, which is 300 meters per minute. And then we need to convert it in kilometer per hour. So first of all, if you can 300-meter, we need to multiply it with 1000, and then we have minute. 1 minute we have 60 minutes consists of 1 hour, and then here speed in kilometer per hour, right? Right, so sorry. To convert the meter in kilometer, we need to divide it by 1000, and to convert minutes in hour, we need to multiply it by 60. So by this means we will be getting our answer as 3 zeros are getting cancelled out, and it will give you 18 kilometers per hour, right? So that is the question. 18 kilometer per hour is going to be the answer for this question. Okay. Now next, in a certain code language, the word code is written as ESGM. Following the same rule of coding, what should be the word for code? IIKS. Right. So if you will be writing down the alphabets, like we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Right. In this way, if you'll be writing out, see, C is written as E and O is written as S. Okay. So C is, let me use a different pen. C is written as E. Okay. And O is written as S. Okay. We need to complete it. R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. Now, okay, so as we can see here, C was written as E, O was written as S. Okay, here we have +2 and here we have +4, and then D is written as J. So D and J, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. +6, right? So as you can see how the letters are getting added, it is +2, then next +4, then +6, then +8, and so on. right? So if you'll follow the similar pattern for IIKS, then you will be getting a geek as your answer. All right, you just need to follow the similar pattern. First, in first letter, do +2, then do +4, then +6, then +8, and so on. All right. So this will be the answer to this question. Next, we have the angle of elevation of a ladder leaning against a wall is 60 degrees, and the foot of the ladder is 4.8 meter away from the wall. We need to find out the length of the ladder. Okay. Now, so according to the given data, what we have here is this is 60 degree and this is 4.8 meter, right? Okay, so we need to find out this thing. This we all call as hypotenuse, right? In terms of trigonometry, we call this as perpendicular, and this we have as base. Cool. Right. Now everyone tell me, okay, I just want a little bit of help here. Out of sine, cos, and tan, okay, which amongst following gives the relationship between base and hypotenuse? And what is that relationship? Okay, and what is the relationship? How do we define cos? Exactly. So cos theta is based upon hypotenuse. So here, if we apply it, we will get it as cos 60 degrees equal to 4.8 upon hypotenuse, and we need to find the hypotenuse only, which is the length of the ladder. All right. So here we will get as hypotenuse is equal to cos 60 degree is half into. All right. So okay. So sorry, hypotenuse is going to be 4.8 upon half. Okay, which will be 4.8 into 2, which will give you 9.6. All right. So the correct answer to this question is, sorry, it will be 9.6. Yeah. So the correct answer to this question is 9.6. All right. Let us now move to our programming logic. Right. Okay, so this question says that we need to find the minimum number of swaps required to sort the given array in strictly increasing order, right? So there's this algorithm for solving all of these questions. Okay, so like you can apply those algorithm, like you can do this penning down the steps that we are going to do. Okay. And when you will write down the steps that we take to swap the order in strictly increasing order, then you will find out the answer to this question will come out to be 11, right? Like whatever is the algorithm of this question, you need to write down the algorithm and then you need to do it step by step. Okay, just find out what is the minimum number of swaps required. Like first of all, what you can do is that whatever is the maximum element, place it at the end. All right, and then keep on placing the maximum element at the end, just like how we do it in bubble sort, right? We first of all place the maximum element towards the end and then the second maximum element towards the end. So if you will keep on continuing, you will get the maximum number of steps that is required. Okay. The next question is find the inversion count for the given array. This is a very famous question which uses merge sort algorithm. So after using inversion count means that whenever the elements are not arranged in a proper way, like a smaller element is appearing after a larger element. Okay, so those kind of combinations are known as the inversions. So you need to find out the total number of inversions, and that you can do with the help of merge sort algorithm, right? And the correct answer for this question will come out to be 6 after doing the operations. Now, okay, so we are given an array here which represents height of blocks with width of each block 1. Okay, and we need to find out how much water can be trapped between the blocks during rainy season. So if a pictorial representation of this will be 70328165. Okay, so it is 70328165, right? So let us say here it is 7, then 0, then let us say 3, then 2, then we have 8, okay, then we have 1, then we have 6, and then we have 5. All right, so you need to find out that whatever amount of water can be stored. As you can see, we can store water at these points, right? Let me mark it. All right, so water can be stored at these points. So again, this is a famous trapping rainwater problem. The algorithm follows as you need to find out the maximum on the left side and the maximum on the right side. Okay, like for every element, form these two arrays: max left, max right. Okay, what these two arrays will give: max left will give the maximum element for every element towards its left, and max right will give the maximum element for every element towards its right. And then once we have these two arrays, then travel these two arrays. All right, and then whatever is the minimum from the left and the right, take that value and then multiply it with the width. Okay, the current width that you are using. Like let us say if you are at this point, if you are at index number 3. Okay, so 0 minus 3, sorry, 3 minus 0, you will be taking the width as 3. Okay, so minimum into whatever the current width is. So in this way you will be getting the water stored, and the correct answer that will come out for this question will be B, that is 21. Right, now next question. Okay, spiral traversal. So spiral traversal means what? We start traversing from the topmost row, all right, and then we go to the side, and then we travel the bottom row, okay, bottommost row, and then we travel the first of all we travel the first column, right? Now, as we have already traveled our first row, then we will now traversing our second row, right? So in this way, like a spiral, what exactly the spiral means is, whatever its meaning in literal meaning, we are going to implement that only. Like, okay, let us say if this would have been the matrix, then how would you have done the spiral traversal? Is first of all traversing this way, then towards downwards, then like this, and then like this. Okay, so what you need to do is first you need to travel from left to right. Okay, then in second you need to travel from up to down, then you need to travel from right to left, and then you need to travel from down to up. All right, so these are the 4 steps that you will be following, and keeping in mind that you are not traversing the row or column that has already been traversed. Okay, so following that, we will be getting the answer to this question as this first option. Cool. So that is going to be our answer. Now, okay, so for the given array, construct and product array. Now, what is product array? It is equal to the product of all the elements of the array except array itself, right? So we have 8, 4, 5, 9, 2, 5, 1, 3. Okay, so 8, 4, 5, 9, 2, 5, 1, 3. Right. So in this, if you will constructing the product array, then like except for 8, what you need to do is you need to find out the product of all the elements. Okay. So that will be the first element of your product array. For the second element of the product array, except for 4, you need to multiply all the elements of the array. Okay, like 8, 5, 9, 2, 5, 1, 3. Multiply all of them. Whatever you will be getting, that will be the answer of the second element of the product array. Okay, and then so on. You can proceed. Right. So in this way, when you will be solving it, the answer that you will be getting is this one. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 5 is D. Let us now move to our next question. Okay, So the question it says is that we need to sort the following array into a wave-like array. All right. And now, what is the meaning of wave-like array? That whatever the first element, I mean the middle element, should be less than either of its adjacent elements. Okay. So that is considered as a wave array. Now, as we can see here, 20, 30, 10, 40, 60, 50. Okay, see, first of all, here it is 30. 30 is greater than 20, 30 is greater than 10 as well, right? So that is not a correct form. Okay. So, all right. So this is question number 7th. So, like, all right, if this option, let us see if any, let us see which option is satisfying this. Okay. So, when you will traverse this, okay, so we have 30 greater, 20 is less than 30, less than 40. Okay. So it is satisfied. Now we have 40 that should be less than either of its elements. So array 3. Alright, so array 3, whatever it is, like we have 40 as array 3, it should be greater than its adjacent element. So 40 is greater than 20, 40 is greater than 10. Okay. Now again we have 10 here. Now if you will see, 10 is less than 40, 10 is less than 50, so it is correct. And then again if you will move to 60, so it should have, no, if you will move to 50, 50 is greater than 10, but 50 should be greater than 60 as well. So this condition is not being satisfied. So that's why the correct answer for this question will be option number D. All right. Now let us move to our next question, which is we need to evaluate the given postfix operate expression, right? So how we divide the postfix is whatever the operators that is coming, just insert them between the numbers that we have. Okay. So all right, we will be just we will check this with our backend team, and then we will be amending the correct options there. And thanks for pointing it out, Pratham. Okay. Now we need to evaluate the given postfix expression. So as you can see here, the postfix expression for this will be like what you need to do is just pick up the numbers and then insert the operation whatever it is given in between the numbers. Okay. So by following this rule, you will be getting the answer as B, which is minus 34. That is the correct answer to this question. Moving on to the next question, we need to find the maximum area of the rectangle formed only of ones in the given matrix. Okay, so if you will evaluate the matrix carefully, okay, so what is the maximum rectangle that we are getting here is, uh, okay, so maximum that we are getting here is 4. It is occurring 3 times. Like one of them is this 4 in the first row and the second row. Okay, one of them is this 4. The all the ones lying straight in third row, and then one is again this row, second last row and last row. Okay, all right. So we have this 4 ones that we are getting in majority, and all of them are giving us area of 4. So that is the maximum area that we have here. So the answer to this question will be 4. Let's now move to our next question, which is height of a building. We want to remodel the building as a recreational spot. The third of the selected building must be taller than the first and shorter than the second. Okay. Can we build a 3 building recreational zone? All right. So as we can see here, the condition that is given is the third should be taller than first and shorter than the second. Okay. So if you can see if there is any element which is taller than the first and shorter than the second. Uh, Taller than first. Just a second. Yeah, so we have here 10, 14, 11. So 11, which is taller than 10, but it is shorter than 14, right? So here we can build a 3 building recreational zone. All right. So the answer to this question will be true. So I hope it is clear. So this was all about our quiz, and whatever doubts that are there, if there is any problem in the correct options or the correct solution, that will be checked, and that will be amended there, so you all of you can check it. Okay. So let us now move to our coding problems. So first of all, we will be solving week and OTP. All right. Alright, guys. So this is the first question that we are going to solve. It was an easy level question. So how many of you were able to get it correct? As I can see, the accuracy is 100%. So I hope majority of you did solve this question correctly. Alright, so what the statement reads as that Geek has made an OTP generating system, and every time a user enters a number in the system generates an OTP for the given number, which is valid for 5 seconds only. Okay, so we are given a value and we need to find out the OTP generated for the value. Now, what is the OTP generated? It is the product of digits of the number entered. Okay, so like if the digit entered is 2421, so the product will be 2 into 4 8 into 2 16 into 1 16, right? So here the product will be 6 into 1 into 1, so the output that we are getting is 6. Okay, so that is how it is going to be there. All right, do we have any issues in finding out the product of a number? Like, I guess I can directly code it. So let me just write down the code. If any issues you can ask me. If we have number as 0, we will simply return 0, right? This is the base case. And now let us start our answer from 1. And while we have num, what we will do, we will just keep on multiplying with the digit. Okay, now can any of you tell me how we can get the digit, the last digit of the number, how we can get it? Because we need to multiply the digits to get the correct answer. Great, modulo 10. So we will be doing num modulo 10, and again num slash 10, because we want to move towards our next digit, and next we will be returning the final answer. All right, now let us compile this code. Okay, I guess there is some network issues maybe. Alright, so means the basic idea behind this question is to just find out the product of all the numbers that we have. So we are writing this line to get the last digit, and we are using this code to move on to the to remove the last digit and to move on to the next digit. Okay, if you'll keep on dividing it by 10, the number will keep on reducing, right? So that's why we are using this. Okay. Okay, all right, guys. I think we are not able to compile it here. So, okay, if are there any queries in this question? Are we good to go? Are we good to move towards our next question? Okay, so can I get a confirmation if we are good to go to our next question? All right, guys. Okay, while we'll move to our next question, there are certain things that I would like to inform you. This is our biwizard 10, right? And the next we are going to have our biwizard 11. And also, see, if you are participating in these contests, so you might need some preparations as well. So 1 week prior to every biwizard contest, what we have here is on our YouTube channel, we start preparation things. All right, we kind of solve questions, we solve apti questions, programming questions for the preparation for the biwizard contest. So all of you can access those questions in our YouTube channel. that we start these event 1 week prior to the session. Okay, so all of you can access those sessions and to prepare yourself very well for this biwizard contest, because as you see, if you perform well in these contests, and we have lots and lots of goodies, we have vouchers, and we have amazing prizes that we get, and also it comes with lots of learning. So make sure you are preparing yourself well from those YouTube events, and also do take participate in biwizard 11 as well. And okay, let us now move to our next question. Okay, we are not able to compile it here, so let me just move to next question. Okay, so the next question is special power that we are going to solve. Okay, so geek is given with an array of size n and an integer k, and geek have to make groups of elements in such a way that any element can be picked at most once. The sum of the elements of each group should be strictly greater than k. Now, geek is having a special power. He can change all the elements of a group equal to the maximum element of that group. All right. Now, find how many groups geek can form by keeping above guidelines in mind. Okay, I am audible, right? Yeah, okay. So, what we are going to do here is we are given a size that is n is equal to 6, and then we are given a value of k which is 180. Now, we need to find out the array is given to us, which is 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. You need to group the elements in such a way such that the sum of the elements of each group is strictly greater than k. Okay. So, all right. If and also what you can do is, if suppose you are forming a group and it is having n number of elements, then let us say the maximum element inside the group is say max. So all of the elements you can convert it to the max element inside the group. All right. By that, what I mean is, okay, so let us say we have 50, 60, 30 in a group. So what you can do is this group can be converted to 60, 60, 60. Okay, you can convert this group to the maximum element inside the group. All the elements can be converted to the maximum element. Okay, and the second condition is that the sum of all the elements should be greater than k. Now the first group contain element at position 4 and 6 here, which is 60 and 100, right? So when you will combine these two and when you will convert it to the maximum element, we will be getting it as 200. And the next group that we can form is 90, 80, 70, 50, right? In that way, we will be getting the maximum element as 360, because we will convert all the elements to 90, right? So these are the two ways in which the group can be formed. Okay, now in we need to form a group such that the sum of the elements is greater than 40, right? So as you can see, only if you add 11 to, only if you convert all the elements to 11, right? Only in that way the sum of the element will come out to be greater than 40, which is 44. Okay, so that's why only one group can be created here. So this is the question. Now let us see how we can approach this question. Right. So see, as the question says that we need to find out the elements in such a way that the sum should always be greater than k. Okay. So like see, as you can see, what we have started from here is, first of all we are taking the maximum element, right? And then whatever element we can combine with this maximum element are the number of groups that we are making. Okay. So it means what we are going to do is, first of all we will sort the array to get the maximum element. Okay, right. Now let us see the example here is 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 100. Okay, see 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 100. All right. Hello everyone. Can I please get a confirmation if I'm audible? Okay. So, okay, so let me start explaining this from beginning. So what we did is, first of all, what our agenda is, we will be finding out the max element inside the array. All right. So see, this is our max element, right? So once you have finded out the max element, now see, the target was 180, right? So how you need to find out that what the next element should be? You simply need to divide this, whatever is the maximum element is, you need to divide it with the current element, okay? And then you need to do the plus one, right? Because whenever we divide it, we get one value less, and we need to search for the next values. So that's why we are doing it 180 divided by array of y. Y what? Y we are starting it from say n minus 1. Okay, from the last index after performing sort. Okay, after performing sort, what we are doing is we are starting from the end. All right. So once you will find out the x value, and if that comes out to be less than n, all right, n is what? N is the maximum size of the array that we are performing. If that is coming out to be less than n, it means what? You need to add a new group. Okay, we can afford to have a new group with the maximum element to whatever is the next element there. Okay, so that's why we will do the count plus plus. All right, and if it is not so, we will be coming out of the loop. Please remember that we all need to first of all sort the array to perform these operations. First of all, find out that what is our requirement, and that our requirement that we are finding is by dividing the maximum k, I mean the only k that is given to us, by the current element that we are iterating, and then adding 1 to it. All right. And if that value of x is coming out to be less than n, what is n? N is the last index where we are. So if that is coming out to be less than n, then simply do the count plus plus or else break the loop. All right, now how we will be updating our n minus, we will be doing x. Why x? Because x will give you the index value, right? So you can just simply subtract the x from it, from the index value, which means that till this much index all the elements have been clubbed together. All right, so you can subtract x from our current n value, and then we will do simply y minus minus. Y is what? Simply decrementing the index value. Okay, so in this way, all right. So in this way, we are going to get the correct answer for this question. Okay. So let me now code it. Okay. Sorry for the network issues from my end. I sincerely apologize for it. Please let me know if everything is fine now. Is my voice and screen clear? Okay. Okay, everyone. Is my voice and screen clear? All right. Thank you for confirming. And I apologize for the network issues from my end. So, okay, what I have done so far is we have first of all sorted the array, and then after sorting the array, we find the maximum index value till we can take the elements to group them together. Okay, and how we are finding that index value? That is by dividing k by the current index by the current element that we are iterating on. All right, and once we have that, and then we check out if x is coming out to be less than n, then we increase the number of groups, or else we break the loop. All right, so let us just write it down inside the code. And we have int ctr is equal to 0. Now while n is less than 0, okay, we will traverse till we are not we have not exhausted all the elements of the array. Let us take long value of x is k divided by array at y plus 1. Okay, and then if x is coming out to be less than n. Okay, if it is less than n, it means what? We need to form a new group. Okay, you can't we can form a new group. All right, like the new group with some new set of elements can be used to form such that the sum of all the elements will be greater than k, right? So that's why we are increasing our group count, or else we will break outside our loop. And how we are, x is the index value, so till the value number index all the elements have been clubbed together, so we will do n minus x, and we will be decrementing this index value, and by the end we will be returning ctr. All right, so let us see. Okay, yet again we are not able to compile it. There is some serious network issues from my end. So, all right, I just hope you all got the crux of this question. What we are trying to do is you just need to find out the maximum element that you can use, the maximum index till the point you can club them together. Okay, and once you have that maximum index, keep it subtracting from n, right? And then how we are going to find out that maximum index? That you can do by dividing k with array of y, and y is the current index value, okay, on which our element is pointing. While okay, so for every while statement we need to have a terminating condition, right? So n is what? N is the size of the array, so we will keep on iterating till we have elements inside the array. Okay, so that's why we are using n less than 0 to keep a mark of it. And yet again, I would like to remind you all to take part in biwizard 11, and don't forget to prepare yourself as well with the YouTube sessions that we conduct 1 week prior to every contest. That would be of great help to you all. Okay, so we are not able to queue this. Okay, let us now move to our next question. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is our last question of the day. So the question statement reads as, due to